talking about quick portfolio today. I think we can do this in one short 5-minute one, I hope. I don't think it requires two. It's a great product. It's fun. It's actually, I almost call it the most fun product, if there's such a thing in finance. I don't know, it just gives you a lot of data really quickly and good visualization on it, and it's fun to sort and just kind of, get some quick information on what's going on in your portfolios. So it's really a multi-portfolio product. You can track as many portfolios as you want, and as many tickers in those portfolios as you want. I would suggest you kind of don't go too big on your portfolios though, because just break them up a bit. It's just hard to manage a massive list. Like, it's just, even though we can do it, I don't know that it adds any value to your analysis. It just gets confusing. Yeah, so let's just dive right in. I think this is probably the best way to get going here. Okay, so we're bringing it to the kind of the home page. You probably won't be on this page too much, to be honest with you. It's but it's nice to know it's there. It basically lists your portfolios along the side and whether or not you're getting notifications on those. So that's awesome. But all of those portfolios are along the bottom anyway. So this is actually, believe it or not, a spreadsheet, and it's tied to our database, of course, to get the updates. But each portfolio is along the bottom, and when you add a new one, it'll get added automatically to your home page on here. So let's do that first. Let's just no, I'm gonna go another direction. I think I'd rather just go through the categories first, and some basic things. First of all, let's update this, because you see the last update on this was January 18th, 2019. So it's actually February 18th, so a month ago this was done. So this is not automatically updated. You got to be proactive on it, which is fine. It's not a big deal. You just hit update. This is, every portfolio looks exactly like this. You can see that it kind of blanked out there because it's getting rid of the old data and putting in the new. It just takes a second to go get it. It's actually pretty efficient. This TSX, this would have over 200, almost 300 names in it, and you'll see it's relatively quick. I guess this will be, like I said, it's a lot of data there. It's starting to come in, and that really wasn't too bad considering how big the portfolio was. If you have a portfolio of like 10 names, it comes in like almost barely notice the time at all. Okay, so there we go. And now we have fresh data. It updates the date, and we're good. Okay, now break this up into sections. The first section is general, and clearly the first one is the ticker. You got to know the ticker. That's what it identifies. As with all our products, this light kind of green is an input. So if you want to get a company, you got to type in the proper ticker into this cell. Then company name, that's provided after you give the ticker. Trades, where it trades in, Canada, sector, last quarter of data that we have, and then market cap. So that's general. Let's just sort on last fiscal quarter. You can sort all of these columns, and I can see, okay, Synovus and Just Energy, Alacer Gold, we all have the December quarter for all of these, bunch of December quarters. That's awesome considering it's what, February. So, and then Chorus 18 November, etc. Okay, that's it for general. Then we go to corporate performance. Corporate performance is broken down into return on capital and growth. Return on capital is mostly cash flow IRR, so that's that right there. And then change, and we've talked about those in other videos, but the important thing here is to be really careful on what you're looking at. Like, so it says cash flow IRR last fiscal quarter, got it. Last fiscal quarter -1, last fiscal year -1. Just make sure you know what those things mean. Okay, and then change can be even more difficult because you need two pieces of data, right? To calculate a change, you got to have the ending and beginning. So this is change versus the previous quarter. So in this particular case, 0.24, it means cash flow IRR goes up 0.24 versus the previous quarter. Now, versus the same quarter the previous years, with this one is it's actually down. Okay? Yeah, okay, there you go. Now, there's also growth, so revenue growth, capital growth. I think that speaks for itself. Then moving on, we have dividends, and we have different growth in dividends, and then yield, and then stock market performance, and that's all just different time frames. So this is, I find this interesting. We do calculate the average. So this is the S&P TSX, and we just updated it for the last year. The average is down 2%, so that's pretty bad. And then again, you can sort it and see. But this Kirkland Lake, oh yeah, Kirkland Lake's been fabulous. Canopy growth, #1. Okay, so this is what I mean by it's kind of fun, and I quite enjoy it. So then I flip it around and go, who's terrible? Promedic Life, New Gold, Guyana. Oh boy, wow. And then you can flip over maybe just the last month or something like that. Who's the best performer? El Dorado, 41. Holy smokes! See, I'm having fun. I'm already distracted here. And who's the worst? 48%. Oh, okay. I'm disappointed, but this does happen. Enghouse actually had a stock split, and it has not gotten picked up. So unfortunately, that does happen from time to time. We will pick that data up in a future update. This is all from Morningstar, and it's just the way the system works, and it doesn't always pick it up immediately, but it will get picked up. So okay, and then 1 week or whatever, and then we have some, and they're color coded, as you can see. So I kind of enjoy that, and etc. So then we have closing price, EV, EBITDA, and percent of value from future cash flow. And there's no color there because it's neither good nor bad. It's just some information for you. Okay, so those are all the categories. Perfect. We've gone over that there's multiple portfolios. So you got to be able to do a new one. So when you do a new one, it's going to ask you for the name. And I'm just going to call it test. Okay, and you'll notice it comes up blank. Okay, so we have this blank portfolio, and then we're going to put in some tickers. CTSH. I'm going to mess up the ticker on purpose. CTHS. It's actually CTSH, but I want to do some purpose. And then Apple. Oh, another thing I forgot. It's actually AAPL. I'm going to put .NYS. We do need the extension, so let's do this one. .NAS. Okay, beautiful. Whoops, that's not a dot. It's a greater than dot. And then we can do, let's say Enbridge or something like that. ENB.TSE. Okay, and then we hit update, as we said before. Beautiful. And we only have 3, shouldn't take too long. There it goes. But, oh, there's 2 blanks. So I know there's something wrong with these tickers. Now, I made a mistake on purpose. This is like, oh my gosh, it's CTSH. So that's now correct. And Apple does not trade on New York. It's only on the NASDAQ. So you get put NAS. So you will get blanks, and you need to update them. Okay, there you go. So there's our new portfolio. Now we'll go to notifications, and it's going to add that new portfolio. So test, it's added in between where we added it. All the notifications are on. So what that means, you're going to get an alert when there's new data. Okay, so let's just take a look at what that looks like quickly. You're going to get an email like this. We have a nice little quote every day, and then new quarterly data today. And these are the different portfolios with the kind of bigger, bolder letters. And then these are the tickers underneath that you're storing. And this will be a personal list for you. If you don't have a personal list, you'll just get the standard one we send out. So this APC is under this portfolio. I also notice it's under the S&P 500. So what I like about this is you just get one notification a day. It's important for us to not be bombarding you with too many emails. So we thought one a day, but we still capture all of the new data. You could cut that down to one portfolio if you wanted to, or whatever you like. Okay, so that's Quick Portfolio, a fun product to use, and we're quite proud of that one too. So I think we'll wrap that up.